I have Adrian Corcoran on the line. He has a design company based in Kilchamaugh called it's Attik Designs. Is that right, Adrian?
That's right, Tommy, yes.
Good morning. Thanks for calling in.
Morning, Tommy.
Is business good?
Business is great. It's flying along at the moment. There's people out there wanting to get online, so business is good for us.
And are you finding that a lot of smaller businesses are contacting you now?
A lot of small businesses contact us, whether they are just getting started in business or just getting online for the first time. But a lot of businesses who they have come through the boom years and haven't really concentrated on being online. And now they are starting to look at it because they have some time and they're looking for more business. They're starting to look at their own websites and they're contacting us.
And are they willing to spend money?
Yes, some businesses are. They're afraid to waste money. So businesses are cautious with money. They're not afraid to spend it, but they are afraid to waste it. So they're spending carefully. So if you can prove that you have a track record and you have happy clients, then you have, that's an advantage, definitely.
We were talking about this earlier on. You obviously heard Dave Curtin. He was with us. And when Dave was just finishing, I saw a text coming in from a butcher who says he's got a small butcher shop in a very small town. I won't say where it is. And he said there would be absolutely no point in him putting up the fact that, you can buy 2 sirloin steak and you'll get 3 breasts of chicken free. Because he says it won't do anything for his business. His clientele wouldn't be internet users.
I think he might be a little bit surprised if he kind of looked at the numbers. The one thing for a small butcher business, like a butcher business would be kind of an everyday, you walk into the shop, you buy the food, and then you're gone. So trying to advertise a butcher business, outside the county or down the country or whatever, there's no real point in doing that. But one thing that I would suggest to that butcher would be if you had the simplest website possible and you use social media. Then, if you were putting special offers on your meat, if you were putting that up in social media and telling people that when they walked into the shop, if they showed that they'd been online, that they could get that special offer. A lot of small businesses are using that to attract people to walk into the shop. They're using special offers and that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
So that's one thing I would suggest for that butcher.
And look, this is the $6 million question. A ballpark figure to get a basic website up and done and at it. Are you talking less than £1,000?
Yes, definitely.
Are you talking less than 500?
You can. There are people out there that will do websites for €200 and €300. And that is, the very, very bare minimum. But what you'll find then is you will get the most basic thing possible, which is missing a lot of the features which will bring benefits from websites in the first place.
Things like online shopping?
Things like Google Analytics for tracking your visitors, things like contact forms to make it easy for people to contact you, and just the design in general is just not up to scratch, because half of the sale of the website is what it looks like. And if it looks good, then it can give people confidence in your business. And that's half the battle of getting people to contact you in the first place.
Yeah.
So if you spend that little bit, you don't need to spend, when you're starting off or getting your first website done, you don't need to start spending thousands of euro. For example, we would start at about 600 plus VAT. And that would get you your proper design, and it would get a lot of business tools like contact forms and Google Analytics. They would be included from the start, so you would be starting from a better place. And if you go kind of cheaper than that, yes, you can get online and whatever, but what you'll find is about 6 or 7 months down the line, you'll want to revisit the whole thing and redo it again.
So it might end up being money badly spent in the long run?
Yeah, in the long run, you will end up spending more. And as regards e-commerce, again, we specialise in bespoke e-commerce, so we custom design. People can get online with e-commerce for much cheaper, and as the guy from the IEDR was saying, that you can get online and start paying monthly and set it all up yourself, and that's quite possible. But then you will find that down the line, you want to revisit that, and it's that the business is starting to grow. And just when the business is starting to take off, you will find that sometimes the online e-commerce, that you'll find limits, and then you'll need to go back and revisit. So, as regards getting online with e-commerce, you can sign up and get cheap e-commerce online, and that will work. Or you can get investment at the start and put the money into it at the start and get a fully customised e-commerce system designed for you.
And there are ongoing costs. I mean, let's be fair about this. They may not be very much, but you have to continue to pay for your domain, don't you, every year?
You do, yes.
What roughly is that based on the traffic?
No, every website out there has to pay for its domain and also for its hosting. And when I explain that to clients, the domain is like the sign out on the road that's pointing to where your business is, and the hosting is like the building where you keep all your files.
And
every website
is it expensive?
No. Again, people can be like €10, €15 a month.
Okay, so it's a bit like having a rental on a landline.
Basically. Yeah, exactly.
Same thing. You're self-employed, are you, Adrian?
I run our agency. We have 6 people. So I started off self-employed 6 years ago, and we grew from there.
So you've got 6 people working for you now?
We have 6 people, including myself. And my partner and myself run the business, and then we have 4 employees.
And are they full-time?
We're all full-time, bar one person who's part-time.
Okay, so you're creating jobs.
Oh yeah, definitely. That's one of the things. I love being able to do that. I love being able to, have a workplace where people can come along and work and have fun and just, have a good time as well as get the work done.
And are you from Mayo?
I'm originally from Carlow. So I went to college in Dublin and went travelling. And when we came back, my wife Karen, she got a contract job in Mayo in Newport, and that's how we kind of ended up. I arrived in Mayo with kind of no friends, no family, no contacts, no at all 6 years ago. So we got started. I joined BNI, the networking group, and we grew our contact base from there.
Well, fair play.
Yeah,
and are you expanding, or are you just kind of holding things as they are now?
Oh, we're always expanding. I haven't held things the way they are now at all, ever. So it would be easier if we did that, obviously, but no, we always expand and grow and invest in the business. Great.
Well, look, well done. We love people who have get up and go, and you obviously have plenty of that. So, Adrian, thanks for joining us. The company is called, is it ATTIC?
ATTIK.
Oh, Attik. ATTIK. Explain why there's a K there.
There's a K because Karen's name starts with a K.
Aha.
And the attic is at the top of the house, and that's where you start.
I see. Okay, good stuff. Listen, thanks
very much,
All the best to you, Adrian.
Thanks,
That's Adrian Corcoran. He's based in Kiltimagh. His company's called Attik, ATTIK Designs. So we're talking about online shopping and the importance of websites and having a presence on the internet. So have a look at the designers in your local towns and see if they can do something for you.